What up, though? Glad you're chill with me. Wake y'all asses up. Good morning, battle rap. Good morning, battle rap world. To all my people from the great state of Michigan, you know we gonna get into Ball Wars. We gonna get to that later. Big card this weekend with some notable names from the state. It's a very important card too. Just really important. We're gonna talk about that. Listen. We ain't here to waste no time. Let's get into Nome. Nome 12. Y'all know what time it is. All right, we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna give y'all honest opinions, honest feedback. Again, y'all are with a respected individual who has no bias, no favorites in battle rap. So we're gonna get right to it. Shout out, man. I was streaming on Caffeine. That's my spot. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to all the women who always pull up. Then I did the call in post game show. Shout out to the women. There was a lot of women that called. Shout out to Mama called, Rated called, what's called Diva. Shout out to Diva who called. Shout out to Gina. Gina called. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the ladies calling, holding it down. Had a good time. Shout out to the fellas popping up. But look, man, we're gonna get into it. It happened over the weekend. It was in Houston. One of the best places for battle rap, in my opinion. Might be the best, especially here just in the States. Talking just the States, it might be number one. All right. The atmosphere was crazy. A lot of people on stage. There was more people on stage than at a Million Man March. It was crazy. And you had to kick things off the right way. You needed energy, and when you talk energy, talk about the bar guy, right? You talk about Danny Myers. Danny Myers is going against None in a bit of a redemption battle for Danny, some would say, based off his first Nome appearance was against Real Sick, and we know how that went. And we'll get into the karma. We'll get into the karma of that a little bit. Not karma, but just how fast, how quickly things change from one Nome to the next, right? Nobody's really talking about that, but I think y'all know where I'm going. But we'll get into that later. He went against None. This is None's first appearance on Nome. I thought the first round, he showed he belonged, man. He showed he belonged. I thought it was a strong round. I just think the problem with what happened in this battle is the coin toss. The coin toss did him in because you allowed Danny to rebuttal your hottest lines on the big stage and make him feel like he's the one who created. Like what people don't realize sometimes when a dude dominates with the rebuttal, it's almost as if they giving him credit for creating the line out of thin air, even though it was you who sparked the idea. So, he hit him with his chef treads, three of them things. But obviously, the one to me that stood out is when None did the chopped and screwed bar, and Danny, man, chopped and screwed. Something about auto tuning it with an auto tune in it. That's crazy. That was crazy. He could have ended it. He really probably could have ended his round and probably still got that to me. I thought, and a lot of people were saying that None still might have edged it. I'm sorry. I just give it to Danny. I think people are being extra critical because the biggest moments of that round for him was the rebuttals, but I don't mean the rest of the material was bad. I think y'all got to learn how to separate that type of stuff, man. Like, I think we can agree that his rebuttals were the room shakers, and that's fine. That's fine. There's people who rebuttal 10 times and might not have a room shaker. He rebutted 3 times, had a couple of room shakers with that. The rest of his round, there was no cohesiveness. Like, there was no real sense of direction. He didn't focus on a particular point with None, but but the bars were hidden. The flips were hidden. And I think that was enough after you come out like that. I just feel like None stepped into his world a little bit too much. Then he tried to come back with freestyles and rebuttals. And now he can do those. Like, I've seen him be successful at them. But I wouldn't put him up to where the Trez's, the A-Wars, and Danny's. I wouldn't put him up there yet. You know what I'm saying? So, playing that game was tricky. I thought he lost steam in the rounds moving forward to some degree. I thought his third was actually pretty good too. In the end though, I just think Danny was too much. Danny was too much. Danny was too much. But I wouldn't mind if it's 2-1. Not tripping off of that. You got it 2-1. You got it 2-1. Can't complain about that. Next battle, we're gonna get right into it. Real sick. K Shine. Look how it come around though. The man who 30 Danny got 30 on the next Nome. And real sick is my guy. My guy. But that was just pure veteran know-how, performance and execution, man. It was just timing, the pacing, the and when I say the writing, not because he was so layered or lyrical, just the writing. Like, okay, I'm gonna say this here. No, I'm gonna say this in this round. To me, good writing is that too. It's not just what you say. It's about knowing where to place what you're saying. Nobody really talks about that. Nobody. Have you ever heard somebody you ever seen somebody bring that up when they were giving their feedback on something? No, because you only get that here. You only get that here, folks. But that's some shit I always pay attention to. Where's the placement of these bars or approaches? A lot of that shit matters. Like if it's a dead crowd, you might not want a drawn out angle in the third round. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you are on the card, where if you got a powerful angle, you might want to get that shit out the way in the first round. Just you gotta good writing, good writing. Shine was masterful in this battle, man. K Shine looked like he could be champion of the year this year. That's the type of and I'm not exaggerating. Ask anybody. There's people who I know that's not even a K Shine fan like that, and they was like, dog, he was bugging out. Now, when it comes to Real Sick, dog's material was still good. Like he's never gonna have Real Sick is never gonna ever have bad material. Like why did he write that? Now there were some things, the A-Town stump thing in Houston. He had another line. I'm just like, oh man. Um, what in this battle was sick. He had usually his punches justify the long build up or setups. But in this battle, I was sitting here thinking a lot of times like, yo, you did all of this building up just to say that. And I don't know. I don't know. And it wasn't like because the bar was bad. It's just like it probably would have been better if the setup and build up was shorter. Cause and I ain't about to get too technical, but it's just like when you build it up like that, you just like, oh shit, here you go, here you go, and then you just hit him with the line. It was something where he was trying to explain. K Shine went against someone and said this bar, and it's just like I don't know. I forgot how it went. And it was just like he's telling the story, then he got into it, and it was basically like moral of the story is blah blah blah, and it was like okay, that's a cool punch, but you could have said oh, you didn't have to do that. Didn't have to do that. It's a 30, man. It's a 30. It's a 30, man. Like Shine was looking. His second round needs to be studied. K Shine's second round needs to be studied. He was dancing up there, bro. He was dancing the cadences, the cadence, the the wordplay, the punching, the crowd participation, the crowd control, knowing when to let some shit breathe, then knowing when to like bring it. Like he always would bring it back at the right part. Like he wouldn't go all the way back for certain lines, but then he wouldn't like just keep rapping. Like he fucking was. He hit on all cylinders, man. Definitely would. I ain't gonna lie. I was so entertained by all three of his rounds. That to me might be a top 5 K Shine performance. No gas, no brakes. I'm talking about round per round on a big stage against a really good opponent. That's up there. Goodness gracious. And Sick was really good. That's what's crazy. He beat a good sick, man. Damn. All right. Yeah. After that, it was Geechee and Hollow. I got Hollow 2-1 in a battle where I feel like the first was pretty forgettable. The second round, Hollow showed he's tough to beat on these stages too. Still, still. And then the third, Geechee closed it out. There's really not too much to take away from this battle, man. I really, other than I would say, you know, everybody's saying Geechee needs to take a break, and then he's like, "Well, I'm battling Diz August. I'm battling Disaster August 5th, so I don't know about a break." But I said this maybe late last year. I'm like, everybody run comes to an end where one, the fans feel you're invincible. Two, to where your priorities is just solely on battle rap and dominating. And I feel like both of those things happen simultaneously. So you're getting, I wouldn't say a lazy Geechee, but just a less inspired Geechee. Really, like it's coming through in his material. It's not like I'm listening in like really closely, and it's just not. It's not there. And then he's a man who's got many other avenues of income, rather, and no studio and doing like he's doing so much, and it's not an excuse. It's just real shit. It's just I think the glow is gone. People just gonna get tired of you, and that's what I'm saying. Easy right now is doing it the right way because he's spacing his battles out. By well, like you're not just seeing him jump on some local card in Philly. You're not seeing him jump on just random cards here and there. Like he's slow playing this perfectly. I think Geechee is just. I think he's just running out of ideas to neutralize opponents who are just as creative. Right now, it's becoming a little tougher for him. And Hollow is one that's a super creative. Hollow is someone that, like, when he gets into like that mixed bag, what makes Hollow is his versatility. The good Hollow, like when he's really good, the good diversity, like the good versatility. Excuse me, where he's joking here and there, gets back serious, but then he angles with being serious. Then he turns that like he goes in and out of attitudes. Like he mood changes throughout the battle and throughout a round. Very like better, probably better than anyone. He mood changes. That shit crazy. Like the first four is jokes, then somehow he intertwines that joke into a real life situation with the angle, and then turns it around on some street shit, and then brings it back to fashion and business. Like he's good at all of that. So, I think their two standout rounds was his second, Hollow second, and the third by Geechee is the type of third that was champion of the year. They got him champion of the year a couple of years back, like even last year. But I'm talking about that was what she say, what Gina say. Shout out to Gina who called the show. That was like Caesar cut Geechee in that third. That wasn't cornrow braided up, none of that shit. That was low cut Geechee right there. But I thought it was just a little bit too late. Shout out to Hollow and Geechee though, legends, certified. They stamped. Next matchup, Goods versus Easy. That's another 30. I'm not giving Goods around, bro. And I think Goods is dope, right? But that battle played out probably as perfect as I could have ever explained. It literally happened the way I said it was going to happen. They both talk that talk. One talks it more about from a business aspect and growth, and one talks about it from still like I'm sort of kind of still in the trenches from and that is going to resonate with the crowd more. But then the biggest thing is the punch count. Goods doesn't care about trying to outpunch you in a culture that loves punching. Um, Easy can talk like you, can have dope moments without a punch, but he can still punch really well too. Um, I just thought each round Easy just did a lot more. Easy just did a lot more. Now, could Goods have won maybe if he or maybe win a round if he went second? No, it's not one of those. Bro, Easy told that brother think we say breast cancer awareness. We on your helmet till you show us respect. That shit was hard. That shit was hard. He was saying a lot of dope shit like that, man. Easy. There's like 4 matchups left for Easy that he can space out and don't take a battle until you get these 4. Hitman, Calico. Who was the other one? DNA. So 3. I'll stop there. I'll stop there. If it ain't DNA, Cal, or yeah, if it's not DNA, oh, Surf. But I don't think that battle's gonna happen. I don't know. They starting to show way too much respect for each other, but we'll see. But yeah, for sure, Surf. I mean, so for sure, Cal. Right? That's what people want to see. DNA. Yeah, man. DNA. People want to see that, man. People want to see that. And I do remember Swamp. Swamp being mentioned. Swamp and Easy would be fire. Swamp and Easy be fire. So I ain't mad at that. It's for Goods. It was Goods. Goods. What? He battled 2 years ago against Cassie or something like that. 2 or 3. Just wait for the next rising star that might not be as Teflon as Easy. Right now, Easy Teflon. Right now, I mean, he got the glow. So yeah, that's that one. Then, oh yeah, T Top and Tay Rock, another 30. This was the night of 30 events. This is the night of 30s. 30 piece. Tay Rock was just. I'm not about to get this. This don't deserve. Because the battle was cool. Tay Rock went nuclear in the first, and then he kind of just coasted. He won. I said it on Twitter. He won in second gear. He wasn't even that full. He was in. He kept telling him I'm going light on you. Not the regular like this light. You can just tell like he didn't want to take it there with Top. Like he knew he could just beat him, just gun bar him to death, punching his delivery, the flow. T Top, man, I don't know. I think the lure of his angles don't like he ain't had like when was his last powerful angle? I don't know if they ain't hitting the same. They ain't hitting the same, man. That's just, maybe he got to go back to the drug talk, plug talk, man. That's all. That's maybe what it is. But yeah, that it was an okay battle, and just Tay Rock just did what he wanted, man. He really did. He really did. Tay Rock versus Swamp. So we get Summer Madness give us Cal, Easy, Swamp, Tay Rock. I ain't mad at that. I would not be mad at that. I would not be mad at that. That seems like the next necessary steps. I'm with that. I'm with all of that. And then we get into the final matchup. JC versus Swamp for 100K. Gerald McCoy, NFL player, longtime battle rap fan, threw up an extra 20K, so it was 120 to the winner. You know what I'm saying? And they got it shaking, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If it wasn't for, and I think everybody knows by now, Swamp in the third fucked up badly. Even with that being said, it was still the third round. They got through 2 rounds apiece clearly, and they were saying some of the best material of the night. In my opinion, they were going crazy in certain stretches of their rounds. I had a split 1-1 going to the third. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a split going 1-1 to the third, and I thought Swamp. I'm gonna be real with you. I thought Swamp was gonna win because JC is not always the best closer. Like if it's close, sometimes his third round can still, not saying he loses the third, but the third he don't put a stamp on it, so you still leave like I don't know, like against high caliber guys. He'll get. I ain't gonna put no name to it, but he can get the other guys out of here. But when it comes to one that's just gonna really get you up out of here, it just don't happen. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. But 1-1 going to the third. Swamp fucks up. JC kind of capitalizes on that, and then it went to the judges, and I believe all the judges was in favor of JC. I believe was that Quest who gave him every round. I definitely can't give him every round, but you never know. Playback can be crazy because he is a pin guy. So salute to JC on winning that bread. I ain't gonna lie, I was worried about him winning. Not worried about him winning, excuse me. I was worried about if he was going to be able to win as far as going on last. His style going on last, it worried me, but he got it done. And credit to Swamp, who hasn't been a sore loser or nothing like that. They give him props, give him flowers. He proved that he can be a big dog when he want to be. So my thing is, and I was telling people in the chat, I want to see how you act after the tournament, because all of these people who have made these unbelievable runs, these upsets, these like little engine that could vibes, I'm always curious to see, is that the real you, or is that just you for a bag of this magnitude? Because you can parade around like that's really how you get down. Is it really? Or was it just the bag made you get like that? So, a couple things to think about. But all in all, some people's doing their thing. And some people just got flat out smoke. 30s galore. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the recap for Nome 12, man. I wasn't gonna spend too much time, but yeah, those are my thoughts, man. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm tripping on any one of those or whatever, man. Right now, we time to get into this Gmbr shit, man. Summer rain, all right.
You better come with them like
some shit.
You gonna have to be on a whole different type of level, especially with me, because I already got my mind set on some other shit because these niggas been playing with me for so many years.
I'm like that where I could rap how I want to rap. And it's the same on both levels. You know what I mean?
Honestly, the shit that I got coming, for this particular battle, I just really want to give people the introduction I feel like they deserve and that I deserve. So it's attacking you more or less on some higher lyrical shit, but it is giving people what they want with like a better pacing to where they like, I can understand what he's saying instead of him just rapping like a fucking twister. It's
looking forward to the style class. Like, I talk my shit, and I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna do some more promo and everything, but I fuck with Troy. But on the same note, he's coming with he's the people's champ of Bar Wars right now. You feel me? You and Barcode Chili.
You think so?
Him and Barcode Chili, I feel like are the people's champs. Like,
wow.
People give Troy a lot of shit, but on the same note, he's still standing and battling. So he don't give a fuck what nobody thinks about what he says.
Yes. Just a bit of a taste of what happened on the preview show, the discussion amongst a few of the MCs that will be going against each other this weekend. Talking July 16th in Sterling Heights, Michigan, the great state of Michigan. And yeah, man, we kept this one regional. I felt like it was really good to get Ohio and Illinois represented on this card as well. As you can see, Summer Rain, this is the first installment. This will be a yearly event. Salute the Bar Wars, the boss, the man with the plan, dog. The one and only Smo. Shout out to my man Maddie. Shout out to the missus who helps with this as well. And Ref with the flyer. So yeah, no, we excited, man. We excited to see some of these guys. Clax Green versus E-Real, #1 contender match. They both Zoo faculty. That's a clique. That's a team. That's a family here in Michigan. That's their whole squad. And the champion of our wars is also Zoo faculty. So You know, there's whole lot of zoo smoke going on, so that's gonna be interesting. Hostile, one of the most respected, who's returned recently, been on a nice little run, giving him some out of town work with Shastafa. So this is a level up that he might. I don't think he's aware of what type of level up this is. Not in terms of just stature, because Hostile is Hostile. He had a name probably before Shastafa even knew he wanted to battle rap, so I get that. But in the current climate of battle rap, Shastafa is one of the ones on the lookout for. Super humble, super cool dude to talk to, man. And I like bringing good character guys out to these events as well. Marty versus Kev Bless, y'all seen that, right? A little back and forth, talking they shit, as well as Falcata and Detroit. That's gonna be good. And Trigger Tie versus Fifth Element. Fifth is another Ohio guy, but he was born and raised in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? He's out there in Ohio right now, and he is going to battle. So a guy that was born and raised in Detroit, who's been battle rapping for a minute, is about to get his first true chance to battle rap. You know what I'm saying? In the state that he was born in. You know what I'm saying? So that should be a really dope way to kick things off. Trigger Tie, between that snap type battle and his battle recently with Kurt Diamond. Shout out to Raw Talent Battle League in Indiana. Grooming really good talent over there. You know, based on those two battles, he's earned this. He's earned some smoke with Fifth. They've been talking a little bit on Facebook back and forth, so that should be interesting. There's gonna be some tough matchups to call. Looking forward to more like the other local cats. Shout out to June, ASG Radio, and things like that. I'm looking forward to seeing predictions and stuff like that from them, more so than seeing, you know, or saying how I feel about it. I just feel like it's gonna be a really dope card because it's a lot at stake for different people. So with Clax and E-Real, obviously the number one contender match to be the Bar Wars champion, which is a hell of an honor being at this league. Had the likes of like JC who came through here for a bit. Who else? Jonai was a long time representative of the brand. Mac, Shoddy P. Shoddy P really rep Bar Wars through and through. Such a solid dude. So, you know, that's the bragging rights there. And also, you know, you're in the same team. Like Zoo, you always going to want to mention that you won that battle. Then you get the number one contender spot with Hostile and Shastafa, Shastafa's first time battling in the state. And Hostile, like, you know, is just another step on him elevating to the next level or getting back at the level he was before he, you know, to stop for a minute, right? So that's the importance in that battle. With Marty and Kev Bless, well, Marty's probably the most duck battle rapper in the state. And I'm just mean duck. And he definitely needed some rec with someone who wasn't gonna run. And Kev Bless ain't the one, man. Kev can write, got a really good pen, solid delivery, and they're both respected in their states. You got Kev is Ohio, Youngstown, Ohio. They respect him there, man. Whether it's Fonz, whether it's my brother Ref, people in Ohio speak highly of Kev Bless. You know what I'm saying? And then here, like I said, Marty gets no show. He gets no show. People are a little scared. He got a top tier level projection. When he speaks, you know who's rapping. That's always good. His presence is there. So this is like, people want to frame it as an OG battle. I'm just looking at it as just a battle that was a bit long overdue. You talking about two people respected amongst their peers in their state, finally squaring up. I think that's gonna be powerful. So that's the big deal with that one, right? And then Troy and Foul. Again, they are in line to be number one contenders eventually. So you got that, and just also moving up the ladder and outside of just this league, just, you know, keeping good energy out there, good battles. This is Troy's first 3-round battle, so that's gonna be interesting. And yeah, with Trigger Tie and Fifth Element, They've been, like I said, they've been talking shit on Facebook and things like that. I think that one's gonna be really sneaky. That's gonna creep up on people and might be a couple of y'all's favorite battle of the night. But pull up. Y'all should just pull up though. Really pull up. Like, cause we ain't, look, you got food there, like loaded nachos, loaded potatoes, all type of shit, lamb chops. She got it, bro. Chicken, steak, whatever. And then we got a bar. It's gonna be serving the bar all night, man, until there's nothing left. So the atmosphere is a vibe, man. And I ain't never said it's a vibe before, but it's a vibe, man. I love the atmosphere there. Even there's people who come there who not even really paying attention to the battles. They're just there because you got chairs and couches, little lounge seats. Then you got the drinks, you got the food. You're just enjoying yourself. So even if you just want to get out and not really pay attention to the battles, there's a separate room for that. I just want you to come out and have a good time and support. All right. That's going to do it for me. I'm going to wrap things up there. I want to say appreciate y'all for tuning in. Stay hydrated. It's hot as shit outside, so stay hydrated. And we'll catch y'all next time as always. Keep it battle rap, peace, and love.